I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but as I was watching the movie last night, I thought you would be great in a full-blown comedy. I feel like there are some very light, funny aspects to your character, and you bring a kind of levity to it. And as I was watching it, I thought, you know, I don't think you had ever done that before. Would that be something you'd be open to actually doing a film that was a
Absolutely.
straight up...
I mean, the thing for me is that, you know, with American Hustle, we just played it straight, you know, and the writing is what is funny. The situations are hysterical, and so the not necessarily actually the dialogue, but just the looks, the feeling between the people. That's what makes it very bloody funny. Right. And so those kind of comedies, absolutely, you know, they're wonderful. They're great human comedies. They're real.
How did you work on creating the style and the feel of your character? There's a lot to him in the way, his mannerisms, the way he talks, the way he looks. Did you work on that and develop that yourself? Was David a part of collaborating on that?
David kind of just, you know, asked me, hey, play the role, and then I just sort of went off and did my own thing. But it came really from Mel Weinberg, who Irv is very loosely based upon. Mel was actually involved in the real ab scam, and then we took a lot of poetic license and created Irv. But the look of him was one that I just found astounding. I just loved it. It was so unexpected from what I had assumed this man would look like. I thought he was going to be a smooth, slick guy. And here you've got Irv, and he's rotund, and he's got the comb over. And I just fell in love with that look. And I said, I can't play this character unless I try to get that look down. So that was something that I just did myself. I heard a number of stories where producers saw me as I was starting to put on the weight, and they were just silent. Their mouths were open, and they walked out of the room, and they just had nothing to say about it because they were just, that was not what they were imagining at all. But I think everyone's come around, and to me, it's an essential part of his character.
The belly and it's shaved too. It's an interesting kind of belly because it's sort of hairy up top, and then it's this big kind of pot belly. And I think it adds, like Amy's character says in the movie, it adds to his charm to a certain degree. That he's just so self-confident. No matter the way
he's happy being himself, you know. He's very precise in the manner in which he gets himself ready, you know. He has no sense of low self-esteem because of the way that he looks whatsoever. He is what he is. That's what he likes to be. And he's somebody who's actually really seeking truth. This is a guy who's a great romantic, who's looking for the great love of his life, and he will tell as many lies as he needs to in order to find that truth.
Can you talk a little bit about working with David and his process on set? I've heard it's a little unorthodox, perhaps.
You know what? I mean, but we're all, you know, if you didn't have something that was unorthodox, you'd start to get very bored. You know, I mean, you don't get into films to get into a routine. You want to be surprised. You want new experiences completely. And David took this historical drama script by Eric Singer. He did a page-one rewrite, absolutely changed everything. And then embraces this wonderfully creative, chaotic atmosphere within the set that's just really conducive to actors who have their characters down, being able to improvise and to really, truly inhabit all of these characters, you know, and you're surprised every day, you change scenes every day radically, and that's a great creative environment.
Keeps you on your toes, right?
Really keeps you on your toes, yeah.